guys, so this song is in standard tuning. I played it with the capo in the intro, but I'm going to teach it to you without the capo. But you could play it either way once you learn it. So to start out, just to let you know too, this song, you're pretty much going to, the bass note is going to be playing the whole time with your thumb, okay? It's going to switch strings, switch notes, but it's going to be non-stop throughout the whole song, except for like a little part at the end, but I'll explain that as we go. But to start out, it's going to be, you're going to have your ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A string, okay? And you're going to pluck that A string and the high E string together. And then you're going to hit the bass note twice on that A string. I'm going to teach this song in parts, and the first part sounds like this. Okay, so like I said, it's A string on the 3rd fret, and you're going to pluck that high E and A, hit the bass note twice, and then you're going to bring your pointer finger to the 2nd fret on the high E. Okay, and then as you're hitting the bass note, you're going to take your ring finger and go to the 3rd fret on the high E and pluck both of those, the A string and the high E string again. Okay, so it's really slow. It's okay, so once you pluck that high E on the 3rd fret and the A string on the 3rd fret, pluck that, then you're gonna bring your pinky over to the 5th fret on the high E string, and you're gonna hit that, and then hit the bass string again. So really slow, looks like this. Then you're gonna lift your pinky off again, so you're back on the 3rd fret on the high E string. Okay, so you hit that, then bass, then lift that off, bass again. Lift your pointer finger off, bass again, okay? Okay, so then you're gonna hit that B string open, and then hit the low E string open, and then D string open, and low E string open. You're gonna be pedaling the low E string then, okay? So the whole thing really quick from the beginning. Okay. So once you hit that B open, you don't hit that A string anymore, you're hitting the low E. So it's B, low E, D, low E. Okay? So the next part sounds like this, which is going to be 2nd fret on the G string. You're going to hit that note, and then you're going to hit the B string open. Then you're going to lift off, do the same 2 strings, G and B. Then you're going to come to the 4th fret on the D string, hit that, and then back to the B string open. And then you're going to jump to the 2nd fret on the D string. And you're going to hit the D, and then open G and B. So it sounds like this. Okay, and then right after that, you're jumping back into the first part again with the 3rd fret A string, and then plucking with the high E string. Okay, so that goes through twice like I just did. So this is how the next part sounds. Okay, so you point your fingers on the second fret on the D string, and then you're gonna pluck the low E and the G string, but you're gonna hammer on with your middle finger onto the second fret on that G string. Sorry. Okay, so it's. So the first pluck is the low E and that G, hammer on. Then you're gonna pluck the low E and the B string. Okay. Next note is you're lifting that middle finger off of that second fret G string and you're gonna play that open. And then the next note is that bass note on the low E. And then that next note is the second fret on the D string. It might be hard to get all this stuff together, but just practice it, go slow at first, and you'll get the hang of it. So here it is again. Okay, so then you go right back into that same hammer on, the low E and the G string, hammer on onto the second fret, and then pluck the low E and the B again. This is the next note, third fret, B string. You're not plucking, you're just gonna hit that by itself. But after you hit that on the third fret on the B string, you're gonna hit the bass note again. Then you're coming to the second fret on the B string. Okay. When you get to the second fret on that B, you're gonna hit it, and you're gonna kind of do a pull off, and then hit it again while that bass note is still going. That's the next little part. So then you're gonna hit that open B and land on the second fret on the G string. So when you land on that G string on the second fret, you're gonna hit that and then back to the open on the B while you're doing the bass. So it's gonna look like this really slow. Okay, then the next thing is you're gonna pluck the G string second fret in the low E and then open G. Okay, that brings us to the next part. So just to go through that last part again slow. Okay. So when you get to the next part, it sounds like this. Okay, so when you get to this next part, you're gonna bring your ring finger onto the third fret on the A string. You're gonna pluck that note with the open B, and then 3 bass notes on that A string. So then you're gonna pluck the A and the G string together, and you're gonna hammer onto the second fret on the G string with your middle finger. Then 1 more bass note, and then your pointer finger you're gonna bring to the second string on the first fret, hit that, and then open. Okay. So there's bass notes in between that last part, so it's so after the hammer on, bass note, first string, first fret, second string, bass note, open, bass note. Okay. Here's everything from the beginning so far. Okay. Okay, right after that, it's going to go back into the same part I showed you right here. Okay, so it does that twice. So the next part sounds like this. Okay, so what you're doing here is you're gonna play the D and G string with your on your right hand. You're gonna be playing your pointer finger and your middle finger. At least this is the way I do it. And then up here on the second fret, you're gonna have it on the G string, and you're gonna, when you hit those two notes, you're gonna kind of just bend this G string just a little bit. Then you're gonna do it open, same two notes, and then back to the G string on the second fret. And then you're gonna pluck the G string and the B string open. Then your ring finger comes to the fourth fret on the A string, and then your pointer finger comes to the second fret on the D string. Okay? And then you're gonna be playing the bass, hitting that A string as the bass on the fourth fret. Okay? So when your ring finger's on that fourth fret, you're gonna be playing that bass note. You're gonna hit it 3 times, and right after the third time, you're gonna hit the open E string, and then switch that bass note to the third fret on the A string. And then you're gonna pluck the A string and the open B string while you're on the third fret on the A. Okay, so from right here again. Okay, so after you pluck that third fret on the A and the open B, then you're gonna bring your pointer finger and hit the G string on the second fret. Okay? Then open, plucks on the A and the D. I'm sorry, A and the G. And you're gonna land on the second fret on the D string. Okay? And then you're doing the bass on the low E. Okay? So really slow. Hitting that bass note 4 times on the low E. Okay, so then you're going right back into this part again. You're gonna hit that bass note twice on that fourth fret A string. Then you're gonna pluck that A string and the open high E string. Okay, and then you're gonna bring your middle finger to that 3rd fret again, A string, and bring your ring finger to the high E string on the 3rd fret. You're going to pluck those same notes. Okay? Then you're going to pluck again with that A string and an open high E string. And then open B string. Okay, guys, so after you hit that open B and then the bass note A string on the 3rd fret, you're going to pluck the A string and the G string. And then you're going to just do a D, which your 2nd finger is on the D. And then you're going back to the bass. Okay, hope that's not really confusing for you. So this is how it sounds slow. Okay. And then after that, it just goes right back into the beginning again. Right back to this part. Alright guys, so yeah, that's all the parts. I'm gonna just play it again from the beginning, just so you can see how everything goes together. Alright guys, so that's all the parts. I hope this lesson wasn't too confusing. If you have any questions, just leave them for me in the comments. But hope you guys get it down. Just go slow with it, go part by part and learn it, and then move on to the next part. That's kind of how I put it together and how I figured it out. But hope you guys liked it, and subscribe for more videos coming soon. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.